there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York.
All right, welcome back. How we doing? Another episode here of the Richie Hicks Jr. Sports Podcast, streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube. I've had the esteemed pleasure and privilege of having a couple of Super Bowl athletes on the show. Number one, mainly Aaron Moorhead Jr., current Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver coach, in addition to Florida State alum and Super Bowl winner for the San Francisco 49ers, Mr. William Barnon Floyd. As a podcaster, that's something you get excited about. But I also get excited about something like this. My good friend, Troy Evans, a Special Olympics athlete, which is phenomenal. I think the Special Olympics are just terrific. I think the Special Olympics give tools, show a lot of their participants, put their participants in a platform to where they can thrive and just feel good to be themselves. Troy, welcome to my show.
Thank you.
How you doing today, boss?
I'm good. Had my first basketball practice of the year, so.
All right.
Good.
Now, let me ask you, before we go into the deets of what you've been doing with the Special Olympics, I understand you're in branch 24. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So this is the Special Olympics branch 24. And what city is that in, sir?
It's in Bedford, Lynchburg, and Appomattox.
Love it. Love it. And what sports are you involved in? And if you could kind of give our viewers an idea of how the Special Olympics breakdown goes. I understand that I believe it's year round. Is that correct, Troy?
It is.
That's incredible.
And the sports I'm in are basketball, flag football, bowling, and softball, and pickleball.
Well, I wish you lived a little closer because I wanted to go bowling today. And unfortunately, my little man just didn't want to do anything other than play video games. But it would have been nice to have a bowling buddy today. I had reached out to my older brother, Adam. Share some good news here on the show. My brother, Adam, finally got his transfer. So he's in a bit of a more calmer firehouse. So shouts out to you, my big brother, Adam. Congrats on that. What is your favorite sport, Troy? Playing. We'll start with playing. Playing. What is your favorite sport or favorite activity that Special Olympics offers?
Basketball.
All right, sweet. And what position do you play?
I'm center.
Love it. Love it. And in the Special Olympics.
Do what?
How did you get involved in the Special Olympics to begin with? How did this come to be?
through high school.
Very good. So basically, you've been playing and participating in Special Olympics events since high school. And how old are you now, Troy?
36.
Well, guess what, buddy? You have a lot more minutes on the hardwood than I do,
Yeah.
as my basketball career came to a screeching halt after the 1999 season. Aging myself a little bit. I've got 8 years on you, actually, Troy. I'm actually 44 years old.
Nice.
So, how's your season going thus far?
We just started basketball today, actually.
Very good. And do you guys play at a same location, or do you guys travel as well?
We travel. We got a big tournament next year, actually, at a military base called
Oh, wow.
VMI.
That's incredible, dude.
Yeah.
That's incredible. And do you have like a bit of a following in terms of people watching you ball out?
Yeah.
Love it. So who all comes? Share with the viewers who's in your life out there in
My
the
girl.
DC area. Right. So are you guys married, Troy?
No, next weekend will be 11 months.
Good for you. And what is that lucky lady's name?
Her name is Robin.
Very cool.
It's my
Very cool.
profile picture. Me and her.
All right. So you and Robin have been together for 11 months. What do you think, Troy? You think you might be getting married one day?
Maybe.
Very good. Very good. Good to hear that. So you're happy.
Yep.
It makes me happy.
She won gold last weekend in bocce ball.
Bocce ball. They can play bocce ball in the Special Olympics?
Yeah.
Buddy, I got some story for you. My late father, rest in peace, Dad. I miss my dad. He, I think I shared this with you, Troy, was with the NYPD for a very long time, 21 years to be exact. And, 9/11 first responder. He, year in and year out at his captain's house on Long Island, they had a tremendous bocce ball tournament. It was, you pick everybody out of a hat, close to 100 or so, if not more people. And it was a massive, massive event. So it's really awesome to hear that bocce ball is an activity in the Special Olympics. I was never aware.
Yeah,
Huge in the Italian community.
this past weekend, a lot of us went to Virginia Beach for the tournament.
Wow, that's cool. So what would you say to our viewers that is the most positive thing about being a member of the Special Olympics? Like, do you feel that it has helped your growth just in the grand scheme of life? Because I think the thing that I admire about the Special Olympics, playing sports, the best thing about playing sports, Troy, in my opinion, is that it brings people together.
Yeah, it does.
And the beautiful thing about playing competitive sports is that it teaches so many great values that you apply to everyday life.
It does.
Very cool, dude. Very cool. So she won the top prize.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Very cool, bud. And
So-
I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to interrupt you. You first.
I've won 6 gold, 17 silver, and 12 bronze.
Wow. Now I understand, Troy, and it's a movie that I have not had the opportunity to see yet. But correct me if I'm wrong. Woody Harrelson stars in a movie where he is teaching the game of basketball, coaching the game of basketball to Special Olympic athletes. Is that correct?
That
Because
is correct. but I don't
Have
know
you?
the name of that movie.
Well, we need to find out because I heard it was a real like must-see sports movie
It
that kind of hits
was.
you on a lot of different levels: the human level, the sports love level. You know, kind of a movie that makes you laugh, but could also work on your heartstrings as well.
Yeah.
Very cool. Um, so you're a lifer, basically. You're going to be playing in the Special Olympics as long as you essentially are here on this planet, and that's cool.
Yep.
Since high school, that is like literally a career, bud. That is a career. I wasn't, exaggerating when I said that you have more time on the hardwood than I do. Because I'll tell you the truth, man. The family life and the less fun stuff of having your 40-hour work week definitely puts a dent into ability of so much as even playing a pickup game. So that's a grand blessing, Troy, that you're able to still compete. I think it's great.
It is. I've met a lot of friends through Special Olympics.
Now, are these now say like people that you've competed against, competed with?
Yeah,
Um, you guys do a lot in the regular routine of life as well, yes?
we do.
Share with us. What do you guys get into?
A lot of us have jobs and go to a day support program.
And what does that entail, Troy? I'm just asking because I'm acting in this interview like if I didn't even know you yet. So I'm like a sponge.
A
You're the
day,
teacher. You're the teacher today, and I'm the student. So I am here to absorb all the info. So you are the star, my man. Rip it.
a day, a day support program is where a driver like picks us up and takes us to our place.
I see. And in terms of because it's like anything else.
Yeah,
I have a son who old kids nowadays. I like to call them superpowers when it comes to anything based on the spectrum, because the spectrum has a lot of wheels and spokes.
it does.
And what I love about what the Special Olympics provides is I think it gives necessitable confidence. But I'm not speaking for you. Do you feel like since being a part of this great program that you have gained confidence in a lot of different ways, not just in the athletics, but in terms of day-to-day living?
Y- Yeah,
I love that for you. I do. And I'm gonna tell you what, man, if ever I get to that side of town, I'm gonna make it a point to come on out and watch you compete.
well, next year we have a tournament March 28th.
Very cool, bud. So your lady, you guys met via the Special Olympics.
Yeah, at a Christmas party, actually.
Love it. Were you like a secret Santa, or was it just kind of like a chance kind of meeting? Or
It was our first time. Well, it was our first time seeing each other.
I like it. So you kind of just had the vibe.
Yeah.
That's great, Troy. That's good. Troy is one of my loyal viewers on the Richie Hicks Jr. Sports Podcast, always dropping just instant knowledge. I know you are a very passionate Washington Commanders fan, and unfortunately, your quarterback, Jaden Daniels, last year's Offensive Rookie of the Year, hurt his elbow
Yeah.
recently in a game that I questioned why Dan Quinn would put him in a position like that, and I would love your feedback.
Dan Quinn made the wrong choice because we were down 31 in the fourth quarter. He should have pulled Jaden then.
Yeah, yeah. How do I say this properly? you don't risk the franchise because he is the franchise for you guys, and you
He
guys have
is.
had an unfortunate history of. I think you're one of the more unfortunate teams when it comes to the health of quarterbacks. If you
Yeah.
track your history all the way through to Theismann, RG3, Alex Smith, just very unfortunate incidents with Washington quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And of course, the tragic events with a defensive star who probably would have been a Hall of Famer. Of course, I'm talking about Mr. Sean Taylor.
Yeah.
But
I miss that hard hitting safety that we had.
yeah, he was all heart, Troy. And, he unfortunately lost his life protecting his family.
He did.
But, I remember vividly when he planted Brian Moorman, former punter of the Buffalo Bills. You know what my favorite part of that play was? That
What's
Brian
that?
Moorman wasn't even upset that he got planted.
No, he wasn't.
He was like, yeah, I'm a football player too, pal. Just because I'm a punter doesn't mean that I can't get hit and that I can't hit back. So shouts out to Brian Moorman for, let's call it a spade, Troy. The guy was tough because I didn't want to get hit by Sean Taylor.
I wouldn't either.
And I would not want to get hit by my co-host Idris Salam either, who's a former boxer. Idris has some big hands, big teddy bear, but I will be on the other side of the ring with him.
I haven't even talked to him since the last time.
Yeah, Idris, still going through the effects of recovering from cancer, and super blessed that we still have him.
Yeah.
I'm very thankful that things worked in his favor. I couldn't imagine, let alone doing a show. I just couldn't imagine just Idris not being around, because Idris is kind of like the cool uncle. He's kind of like the big brother, but from a respect level, Troy, he's also like a father figure, even though, I have a stepdad who I'm thankful is still here. I got to spend some time with him today. My father, hard to believe, has been gone for 8 years. I miss him every day. But Idris, I'll tell you, man, he's like the cool uncle, the father figure, and the big bro all wrapped in one. So definitely a blessing to be great friends with that guy.
Yeah.
And I tell you, it's similar to the Special Olympics. The podcast brings a lot of people together. I've
It
made some
does.
terrific friends. Now, let me
I've
ask
made-
you, Troy, have you ever considered, I'm curious, is there anybody involved with the Special Olympics that puts together videos, like videography, any of that kind of stuff for the
There
journey that
is.
you guys?
There is.
That would be something cool, Troy, to put together for yourself.
Yeah.
Because I know you're passionate about the sports. Have you ever considered maybe bi-monthly or once a month or anything like that, kind of doing your own thing to kind of be like, I guess you could say, a face or a voice for the Special Olympics? Because I
No.
tell you, I think that is it something that you could find yourself interested in?
I could, but not right now.
Got a little too much going on.
Yeah.
All right. What do you want to talk about? This is your show today, buddy. What do you want to talk about?
Whatever you want.
This is your show, pal.
Whatever you want. I'm good with whatever.
Well, let's talk about more of the Special Olympics. That's why we're here tonight.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite teammate right now?
My girl, of course.
Oh, so you guys are on the same squad?
We are.
Oh, that's cool. But let me
Yeah.
ask you a question, because competition is competition. If you make an errant pass, is she going to give you the look like, "Hey, buddy, where was
Nope.
that pass?"
I'll pass it to her.
So you already know. You already know. Got to keep Mama happy.
Yeah, gotta keep her happy.
That's cute. I like that. I like that. Um, what else? So I know you're involved with basketball right now. What else? What would you say you excel in? What would you say? Because I know you have uh, collected quite a few medals. What else would you say are some of your strong points for the Special Olympics?
Bowling.
So you're a pretty good bowler then.
I am.
Awesome, dude. Awesome.
Bowling and making new friends and hanging out with them on trips that we go on.
All right. And do you have family out there as well, Troy?
Yeah,
All right. Well, who's out there for you?
my dad and my aunts.
That's sweet. So I imagine does your dad get to go to a decent amount of these events?
He does.
So he must have a blast with that.
Yeah,
Very cool. And how about siblings, Troy? Do you have any siblings?
two sisters.
Nice. So do they attend these events as well and kind of formulate a cheering section for you?
They do.
Love it. Very cool, man. Very cool. Now, as I already alluded to, you're an avid fan of the DC teams. What's your take on the teams? We know that the Commanders are unfortunately having an off season for a litany of reasons. You know, they got the Jaden Daniels injury, tougher competition this year on the schedule. How do you feel big picture for your Commanders? Do you think like a year from now they'll be able to right the ship, or are you kind of concerned?
I'm kind of concerned about tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow, truthfully,
Yeah,
bro, I feel like tomorrow could go either way.
I think it's going to be a good game.
Yeah, it's a weird one because it could be the kind of ball game that could be like a defensive struggle, or it could be the kind of ball game where you legitimately could have a blowout one way or the other because both teams have a decent amount of weaknesses on
Yeah,
the defensive side of the football.
right. Miami won't have what's Tyreek Hill,
Yeah,
of
Tyreek Hill
course,
shut down for the season, unfortunately.
but it's okay if we can get Terry McLaurin back the week after our bye, then we'll be better.
Do you think it's a little, how would I say, too little, too late for this particular season, given some of the adversity, or do you think that you guys still might be able to make a late season playoff run because you did get good news with regard to Jaden Daniels?
I think it's too late.
Yeah, I tend to agree, Troy, unfortunately, but take solace in knowing that I understand how it feels because my New York Giants, as you know, recently firing Brian Dable. What are your thoughts on my team? Quite the
I,
mess, huh?
yeah, injuries have hurt both of our teams this year.
Yeah, buddy. And I'll tell you the truth, like when we have our matchups this year, the weird caveat is that winning doesn't necessarily benefit either one of us because whenever you have a season that's kind of like a down one, you sort of just want to get better draft capital and put yourself in a position to be good next year
Yeah,
because you guys are only a year season removed from the NFC title game, which took the football world by storm. Like a lot of people did not see that coming.
it shocked me. I thought we were going to win it all.
Well, Jaden, definitely a supreme talent. And I'll give you a little story. You may have heard it on the podcast, but I actually traded for Jaden Daniels. And obviously, as you can imagine, that blew up in my face. So I've been kind of playing a quarterback carousel. I've got 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers. I've got 40-something-year-old Joe Flacco, and I've got Jacoby Brissett. So, Troy, if I pull off the fantasy championship this year, it would be my third championship in 4 years. So it would be quite the miracle.
Yeah.
But the good news is Brissett closes the season against the Cincinnati Bengals. So
Yeah. I
it's not
heard
out of the question.
Joe Burrow's going to be back for that game.
Yes, sir. Joe Burrow should be back. I think after this week that's about to be played, the next time the Bengals play, we should see Joe Hio. That's kind of funny because
Yeah.
you got two Joe Hios now. You got Papa Joe Hio, who's old enough to be Burrow's father, and then of course you have Joe Burrow. So
Right. I think Bengals play somewhere. Pittsburgh.
you think we're looking
Yeah.
at another shootout, Troy?
I don't know.
I have a feeling that there's gonna be a lot of points in this one.
I think Baltimore's going to put up a lot tomorrow over Cleveland.
Yeah, Baltimore looks like such a better team now that Lamar Jackson is back under center.
Yeah. I actually watched college football today.
Oh, I'm a little irritated with college football. I put down a $10 bet and I won 19 out of 20 games.
Who's your college team?
I am a diehard Notre Dame fan, but I will be the first to admit that I think we're a little overrated this year.
Yeah, y'all beat Pittsburgh today?
Yeah, we haven't exactly beat the creme de la creme of competition. Early in the year, two 1-point losses, one to Miami, one to A&M. And I think even with the expanded bowl series, uh, the college voters still punish teams based on recency bias. I am a diehard Notre Dame fan, but we have always had the benefit because of our massive following and being a Catholic school and just being an independent school. But
Yeah.
Coach Marcus Freeman, uh, I'm a little concerned if he's going to leave for greener pastures because the Penn State job is open.
Yeah, I'm a big UVA fan, and we beat Duke 34-17 today.
Yeah, you guys put it on him today.
So, yeah.
Now let me ask you, Troy, what do you think about this guy in my avatar here, Mr. Daniel Jones? I Whenever I turn my camera off, I purposely have put Daniel Jones's face there as a reminder to all the football heads of the ineptitude of Brian Dable. Because it's not so much, you know, I never want to see anybody get fired, but
Right.
the disrespect that Daniel Jones got on the way out, I think was just unacceptable. I feel that they humiliated him and treated him very poorly for someone who put his body on the line.
It was.
And I think ultimately, when you're a leader, you could relate to this because you play organized sports. But if you have a coach who is more interested in blaming as opposed to taking the full brunt, because part of being a leader of people is you take the good with the bad, but you also take the blame in front. And I think Brian Dable tried to kind of put people in front of the chopping block, so to speak, as a survival tactic for himself. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that over the course of the last couple of years, I lost some respect for Brian Dable
I've lost respect for Dan Quinn.
from the coaching element or from the human element.
From the coaching.
Yeah, we saw it in we saw some of this in Atlanta with that ridiculous blown lead in the Super Bowl. So
Yeah. I remember
well,
that Super Bowl. Ugh.
I can't even imagine what I would feel like if I was a Falcon fan during that 4 hours. I can't even imagine.
I think if we make any changes, they need to get rid of Joe Witt and bring in someone else.
Now, are you satisfied with the ownership for the Commanders, or do you feel that it's a "what have you done for me lately" kind of deal? And I'm sure the fan base can't be happy.
Ownership is good, I think.
All right, I like the positivity. I will say this, and you'll probably be happy to hear this. Magic Johnson has such a phenomenal track record of winning.
He
Obviously, he did it with the
does.
Lakers. He did it with the Kings. He did it with the Dodgers. So the NFL is basically the last remaining ring, so to speak, until Magic does you know, the four-way win, which is pretty remarkable in the four major American sports. I think it's pretty remarkable.
Yeah.
Um, I want to say this, Troy. What I love about my interactions with you is that you're always yourself. And I think you are indeed very special. And I want you as a friend to just keep pushing, know that you are capable of doing extraordinary things, and just keep plugging. I love that you are involved so heavily with the Special Olympics. I think you're a great example of just the buildup of how it helps people. And I think you're a great example of that, Troy.
That's what a lot of people tell me.
You know, you're always in a good mood. You you're just a funny person in the sense that we could talk about anything, but you bring an energy that is just I think what I'm trying to say is that the world needs more Troys.
Yeah,
I love how you
it
agree.
does.
You're like, I concur, Mr. Hicks. Awesome, bud. Can you show that medal to us, please? Now, this
It's
was a silver, correct? And this
this
was
was
for
this was actually last weekend.
nice. And what was this about?
Bowling.
All right. So let me ask you a question. What are you averaging on your typical scores when you do compete?
Uh, I averaged an 88 for the state tournament.
All right. All right. Well, I'm just letting you know it would be an honor to bowl with you. And if I ever do find myself out on your side of the tracks, I'll give you ample notice and I'll be like, Troy, I'm picking you up. We're hitting the lanes.
Well, you better be ready because I got a 12-pound ball that is ready.
I love it. I love it. And what would you say is your most comfortable go-to offensive shot in basketball when you're doing your thing?
Layup.
All right. High percentage.
Yeah, I can't make a I can't make a 3-pointer.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, most of the NBA can't either, but Steph Curry allowed everybody and their mother to think that they could shoot three-pointers now.
Yeah.
The NBA has changed so much. I was actually a pretty good three-point shooter in my day. I will say this very humbly. I never made a basketball team based on my leaping ability, as I
Have,
was always a pretty good shooter, and that's what kept me on basketball teams growing up.
right. Have you heard of Mark Mosley?
The name sounds
Former
familiar.
former NFL kicker that played for Washington.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Me and my dad were coming out of a restaurant and then called Denny's, and I saw a
Hmm.
Super Bowl ring and said, "Dad, it's Mark Mosley," and it
Did you
was him.
guys did you guys get an opportunity to talk?
Yeah, he owns Five Guys restaurants.
Really?
He's
I
part
am
owner
super
of them.
never knew that. Yeah, those are some good burgers.
They are. I also met Joe Jacoby.
Joe Jacoby was a heck of a player.
Yeah, he was assistant football coach at my high school I went to.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you knew him as a student?
No, I knew him as a coach.
Oh no, but I'm saying you being the student. Like, so he was coaching when you were a student?
Yeah.
That's cool, dude. That's cool. And what high school did you attend?
I went to Hanley High School in Winchester.
Very cool. Very cool. Do you keep in touch with anybody from high school still?
A few of them.
Good. Yeah, high school's interesting because if you're fortunate, you're able to keep at least one good friend. My longest standing friend in New York, his name's Richard Dorney. He was actually in a suite at Madison Square Garden the other night, the game where Brunson got hurt. But I've known this dude since I was 6 months old. And a little interesting story here. Our grandfathers were in the same platoon in World War II.
Nice.
So with Veterans Day recently passing, uh, I had to drop in that little tidbit, but our two aunts, unfortunately, both of them no longer with us. They each passed the best of friends. So it's like our families go back like forever. But that is like my longest standing friend. And
Yeah.
we root for the Giants. We root for the Irish. We root for the Rangers. We root for the Knicks. But
I didn't.
where he and I have a big clash is Mets Yankees, as he's a devout Met fan.
Yeah, and I know you're a big Yankee fan.
Yes, indeed. But truthfully, when we attend interleague games over the years, I hate to say it, but the Mets have had the advantage in games that I've attended with him. And even going back to games that my father took me to, uh, if I had to take a guess, Troy, I believe my record at interleague games is like 4-8. So
Wow.
definitely not the proudest record uh, for the Yankees, but we have a habit of winning a lot, so I'll be humble with it. But I'm gonna try to attend September 11th next season as the Yankees and the Mets are meeting in the Bronx 5 years ago. Um, I was at the 9/11 game in City Field, and the most rewarding thing, Troy, about that was not the Yankees winning, even though it was awesome, but feeding some of the NYPD as our tailgate was catered, and just showing an appreciation for all the first responders, you know, people that we all take for granted in some level or another. And I think it's important that these people know that, you know, they're not just badge numbers or people that run into fires, like they're people too. And I think it's important that we appreciate them because it's like they say with a police officer, a good officer anyway. You got a person with a gun, as they would call possibly the madman. You got about 500 people running
Yeah.
letters nationwide. My brother is a lieutenant here in Florida for the Orange County Fire Department, so definitely dear to my heart. It's a dangerous job, and it takes a special kind of person to put it all on the line like that. And I'm pleased that the King of Staten Island brought attention to it, as you may know that actor Pete Davidson's father unfortunately perished in 9/11. It was loosely based on Pete Davidson's life, but also a really cool scene, the bar scene. I don't know if you're familiar with the movie, but I would definitely suggest checking it out. I think you'll enjoy it. But the bar scene was really cool, paying homage to his late father. Really cool. So let me ask you, so the viewers know a little more about you. What kind of movies do you watch when you got downtime?
I don't really watch movies. I'm typically playing Xbox with friends.
Oh, so you're a gamer more than a moviegoer.
I'm a gamer.
What's your favorite game?
Fortnite.
Oh, you're a Fortnite guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, my little man enjoys Fortnite. How about sports games? Do you play any of those?
I only play Madden 26.
Well, once I get my PS5, we may have to do some crossplay. I believe they still do that between Sony and Microsoft. So
They
you
do.
and I, okay. So I will make it a point to share my gamer tag with you once I get all the stuff going. Because for the first time in a long time, I'm actually looking forward to playing with the Giants because we actually got some talent now.
I'll be my commanders with JD5 on it.
That sounds like a good time. I will make it a point. You know, my little guy is starting to get into Madden. He's only 8 years old, and they didn't make a Madden for 20, this coming year for the PS4. With being a family person, I don't have a ton of time to play games. But once I do get the new console, which will kind of be a birthday gift to myself, I'm gonna definitely get up on Madden again. This is the longest I've gone without playing the newest Madden because I've
Yeah.
been super late on the PS5 because I'm the type of person that like I only play a few games to begin with. So
Right.
I was all right with the PS4 for X amount of years, but now that they discontinued the newer titles, I'll definitely be getting on that. But yeah, man, sounds like you and I have a football date in the near future. Once I get my system going, we'll definitely play some
Like,
competitive against each other.
yeah, I even got my commanders Xbox skin cover on my
Oh,
controller.
so you're all the way in with that.
I am.
I might have to be careful. I might not be totally aware what I'm walking into.
Right.
Troy might be
With JD5 and McLaurin, you never know.
I got to be careful, Troy. You're a nice guy, but when it comes to competition, you might smoke me. I might have to be like, man,
Right.
I
Plus I'm a big I'm pretty sure you know this hockey player's name, Ovechkin.
oh, I'm super
Man,
familiar. Being a lifer with the New York Rangers, yes, I'm super familiar with Mr. Ovechkin.
I'm glad he hit that goal.
Yeah, a record that I never truly thought would be broken, but and how do you feel about the Capitals this year? Do you like what you're
Wow.
seeing so far?
We were playing the Devils tonight. I don't know if they won that game.
I am not sure. I have actually not been all the way in on the sports today. Getting my parlay busted up kind of annoyed me of. And the funny thing is, the one that screwed me up was I won against the Naval Academy, and I had this
Mm,
weird feeling that I should have took Navy. So Navy's kind of
yeah,
like a program that like I'm a sympathizer because I love our military. So I pull for the military schools,
I do
but
too.
definitely a mistake on my part not taking Navy today, or at least I should have took them with us laying some points. But they won the game outright.
Navy did win by 3, I think.
Yes, sir. Uh, 41-38, if I'm not mistaken. Very high scoring game.
I think it was. I was watching the
Yeah, very high
Texas
scoring game
game.
today. Before we get out of here, what is a message you want to send to the viewers? Anything at all?
To keep to make new friends when you're out at to make friends when you're around your friends.
And to, dare I say, jump out of your comfort zone?
I've jumped out of mine.
I'm proud of you, Troy. Proud of you. They call it the Special Olympics for a reason because there are a lot of special human beings that compete. And I think it's great, Troy. I really do. And I want to say to you, sincerely, I appreciate all the love, man. I appreciate
Yeah,
you
in
always
fact,
tuning in.
there's one of my gold,
Yeah,
but
you're catching, man. This is like when I got Idris on the show. Idris roll his boxing trophies.
yeah, six gold and a lot of silver.
All right. So the message is try to make friends whenever you leave the house and never be afraid to jump out of your comfort zone.
It is.
Wow, very cool, man. Very cool. And now you said you met your lady at this Christmas party. So would it be safe to say that you stepped out of your comfort zone because you wanted to get to know her?
Yeah. Well, that night I was nervous and asked a friend of mine who was there with us who it is, and we've been talking since.
I love it. That's good, Troy. Yeah, I was reading a cool meme about a father and son with like rules, words of wisdom, so to speak. And one of the top ones was never be afraid to talk to the prettiest girl in the room. And you, sir, checked the
Oh,
box on that one. So good for you.
yeah. Once the thing ends, I'll send you a picture of me and her at a dance.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Send me a picture.
You've heard of Tim Tebow, I'm pretty sure.
Absolutely.
Tim Tebow does a dance called Night to Shine.
Okay.
It's for special needs, and I took her there last year as our first one. So this year coming up will be number two for us.
That's awesome, bud. So is Tim Tebow physically there?
No, he appears on a video.
That's cool, bud. Sorry I had my camera off. You know what it was? I was traveling because I stayed at my mother's house a little longer than I intended. I hadn't seen her in a while, but in front of my house, I have this great light from the lamp. So right where I'm standing happens to be the best area. Because with my little guy sleeping, I didn't want to make too much of a ruckus. And I have a German Shepherd, and she's a good girl, but man, she is loud, Troy. She is loud. You like dogs?
A little.
Yeah.
What's her
She's
What's her name, if you don't mind me asking?
oh no, not at all. Her name is Daisy May Chamness. And well, Chamness named after my girlfriend. Yeah, she's a good girl, man, a rescue dog. And I always encourage people that if you're gonna get a pet, try to get them on the rescue because they've been through so much and they desperately need homes and loving owners. So yeah, that's a message I'll definitely send is if you're gonna get a new dog, try to go the rescue route because it's a good feeling and it's kind of like anything else. They choose you, similar to kids, they choose you.
Yeah, in
But
fact, I'm actually about to play some Fortnite with a good friend of mine.
all right, well, I'm gonna let you get to it. Troy, it was a pleasure interviewing you. Continued success in the Special Olympics. And guys, donate. Keep this great program in a great position where they can always provide a great environment for Troy and so many other people like Troy. Uh, excellent job today, buddy. I appreciate your time. I'll. It's not my nature to be like, "Hey, I'm rooting for you tomorrow" because you guys are a division rival. But let's be real. Both our seasons are kind of shot in the foot. So good luck tomorrow, my friend. You got
I
to get up
even got.
early though.
I ain't. I'll be up. I'll be watching
Yeah,
it because they even got my jersey ready.
you're a loyal one. They're lucky to have you as a fan.
You too.
Uh, oh, thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Yeah, the Giants could definitely push somebody to possibly have one too many, so to speak, because the Giants do stress me out, but I love them. And
Yeah.
hopefully we'll be back sooner than later, and we get back to the glory days of when you guys had Joe Gibbs, we had Bill Parcells, and we were constantly playing in some meaningful football back then.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Troy, enjoy your game tonight. Have a great night. Ladies and gentlemen, please support the Special Olympics. It's a great cause. Anything that brings people together is a great cause. Anything that allows people who may struggle to come out of their comfort zones and to just build necessitable tools to be the best version of themselves is always a good cause. Troy, I appreciate you sharing some of your
Your
Special Olympics journey with me. Best of luck with the new girlfriend. She's a lucky lady. You're an awesome dude. Enjoy your night, Troy. I'm gonna
you
get
too.
inside and stretch it out a little. And I'll see you in the comments in the near future. I know you're a loyal fan, so look
Yeah,
forward to seeing
I'll
you
probably
in the
be around.
comments, dropping some knowledge.
I don't know when your next show is. Probably is it this week?
Well, I always go early for my Monday. What I mean early is early in the week. I always do a Monday rundown. Times kind of vary, but I'll drop you a line. I'll let you know when I'm going live next for sure. Because to be honest with you, sometimes I don't even know until maybe an hour or two before. Because
Right.
one of the challenging things with the podcast is that you always got to bring a certain energy to it, you know.
Yeah.
But this is my, you know how the Special Olympics are kind of like your happy place.
Yeah. It's like
This
this time last Saturday night, a lot of us were tired because we had competition and all that.
But I imagine it's a good tired because you feel a
It,
sense of accomplishment.
it is. We all partied last Saturday night for a little while.
Nice. Very
Hanging
nice.
out with our roommates and talking.
And that's what it's all about, man. Anything, like I said, that brings people together, and especially when you look at the way the world is now with, let's be honest, a lot of people who forget the necessitable things have just had to talk to one another, especially if we're a little different from one another, you know, something that I think needs to be encapsulated and worked on because that's something that unfortunately our society is missing. And like I said at the top, I must say it again. We need more Troys in the world. But Troy,
Yeah.
my friend, very proud of you, buddy. Very proud of
You
you. And I
too.
enjoy. Oh, thanks, man. I love that. Thank you.
Anytime you need a special guest, I'll do it.
No, for sure. We'll definitely get you in rotation once again. And you know, always fun talking to you, man. I wish you always the best, Troy. I wish you always the best. And like I said, you know, the Special Olympics are your happy place. This podcasting stuff is definitely mine because you know, my father. I don't know if he ever thought like I would have a podcast, you know, but it's kind of like my way of honoring him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most definitely. But yeah, man, this is my happy place. I love talking sports. I love talking to good people. And you know, it's a grind, but it's fun.
It it is.
Most definitely a grind though. Troy, get on there. Take it easy on these people on Fortnite, all right?
I always take it easy with some friends.
Yeah. I could tell. I could tell.
So,
You know how to show, you know, show them that mercy when you got to. Have a great night,
right.
buddy.
You too.
All right. This will be airing in this week, just to let you know, Troy. So I'll drop you a line and let you know when this is going on YouTube. Okay, pal?
All right.
Much love, buddy. Have a great night.
You too.
All right. Yeah.